It's hard to pass up. German beer garden.
So you want me to give you that for Christmas?
It's already in the fridge.
Oh. The storm clouds, they are brewing, and they are going to be bringing us some very cold weather. Winter is coming. I am so grateful to be retired this year and enjoy the quietness and peace of slow living. Fall has always been my favorite season, and it's nice to experience it in such a leisure way when I can look out the windows and see the turning leaves and watch the deer play and rest and the squirrels gathering their nuts. And it's just been a beautiful experience this year, looking at fall a little more closely and having a little more downtime to enjoy it. In this video, we're going to Costco and we're going to do a final stock up for the winter months, for our winter soups and stews and our favorite comfort foods, and maybe in case there's any emergencies that we have to deal with, like ice storms or for some reason the power going off the grid in some way. In this video, we'll make some chili, some homemade bread, and spend a little bit of time with the dogs. We're going to enjoy our fall, and I'm so happy to be enjoying it with you. I hope that you're enjoying a fall cozy season 2. Hey guys, welcome to the vlog this week. If you're new, my name is Sonya. Sometimes George, my husband, appears, as well as our 2 dogs, Maddie and Dexter. We live close to Nashville, Tennessee. If you like reality vlogs, stick around. Maybe you'll like us too. If you are coming back as a regular, then welcome back. But today, George and I are headed to Costco to do kind of a winter stock up. We used to do this with Sam's a long time ago. We recently did it with BJ's, and we tested Costco out. They let us go through. You may have seen that episode. It was in George's birthday surprise. It was his birthday surprise video. And so we went to Costco and loved it. So there's just a lot more there for me. And I think George felt the same way. So today we're going to join Costco. And I am interested in stocking up on some things for winter, specifically things that we can make soups from, kind of looking to maybe get some canned goods. Their meats particularly are good prices. We may get a few of those things. When we did Sam's, we used to maybe go once every 6 months, maybe even once a year. I want to go more regularly to Costco because I think if we do that, it'll be better for us. Because if I know today that I'm not going back until 6 months from now, I'm going to want to buy the store out. So I think there's something to be said if you know you're coming back not too long from now. You can say, okay, we'll get that on the next trip. We don't need it right now. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. But I've been excited for this day for a long time. And I like hanging out with you guys and just kind of catching you up on things that are going on. And I've kind of been taking October and the first part of November, kind of just taking it easy. We did go to Chattanooga. You may have seen that video, and had a great time with friends. I've been trying to get my techie items all set up for the rest of the year and for 2026 with the new iPad, the planner. You've probably seen me vlogging about that, and you probably heard me talking about the stress that I've been experiencing with the Mac and how we've bought the new one and now it is set up and running, and I cannot tell you how much quicker I'm able to get things done. Just the beach balls circling every time you needed to open something. Just the waiting and the waiting. Now there is none of that. But everything has been really quick. So I've actually worked on 2 videos in the last few days, and which is really good because I will be able to get this video done and already have my first Vlogmas video to edit and upload. So I'm really wanting to progress quickly. I've got a lot to do for Vlogmas, and I want to be ahead of the game because I hear you don't want to be behind the game because it's hard enough to keep up. So I just want to be in a good shape for Christmas, want to be in a good shape for Vlogmas, for you guys, and then we have a pretty robust plan for 2026. Yeah, we'll talk about that at some point. Also, we have a big storm system coming through today, so it's going to be windy out there. Going to have some wild storms tonight, or at least after 4 p.m. So I figure we might as well get some pictures outside before all this comes through, because probably most of our leaves will be gone. It's been pretty the last couple of days. I hate to see the leaves gone. For the first time ever, I've been able to enjoy just looking out the window and seeing the trees and just having downtime to enjoy it. So, all right, let's get on with the day. All right, we are all signed up. We got our cards. We're members, and we went for the executive membership.
Because we's executives.
Because she did a really good sales job. I think we each need our separate buggies because we're each wanting to do different things and go to different parts of the store, but I've got the buggy. The storms are looming, I think. We did some damage. We did get some Christmas gifts though. So there's that. we have had a great little day out. We actually stopped by Goodwill and we had another batch of things to drop off there. And then we went to Oscar's Tacos. My idea. Totally forgot to film any of it. It was just really good. So then we went to Costco and we did get the executive membership. And I don't know, it's just when they explained everything, it just seemed like, yeah, I think that's the one we want to go. I think it was like $130 instead of $65 for the membership. But you get a whole lot of other perks and you get money back and you get extended hours for shopping and there's a travel agency and all kinds of services. So if I ever do talk him into going on the cruise, there you go. We spent, I think it was $589, but a big chunk of that was Christmas gifts. I'm gonna say probably $250 to $300 was probably Christmas gifts. So I think we did pretty good considering. And I'm gonna show you the haul. George is gonna be bringing it up little by little.
Oh, no, I'm not. Yeah.
Oh boy. I am tired. I'm out of breath. We just came up the stairs with all the cold stuff. So I'll see you here in a minute for the big haul. We did notice that these tomatoes are the same ones that we buy at Publix.
Kroger and Publix have them.
Kroger and Publix. See, here's the ones that we bought at Publix.
Go.
And this is like the same price.
This is like $4.39 and this was like $5.39.
Yeah, so you get so much more. I mean, we're finding those kind of things happening. You get lots more for your money there. I want to say these pizzas were like $6.99 for the kit, something like that. These are sourdough pizza starter kits. Of course, we will embellish it, but I believe there are 3 pizzas in there. Probably what we'll do is make these up and then eat on it for 2 or 3 days. And we'll make pizza the good way. How much were these Wagyu beefs?
It was like $18, $6 a thing.
Okay, these were like $18 for 3, so that's like $6 a piece, which for that is a great deal. We got 2 roasts for 1 for $42.91, and we debated over it. There's a big roast and a tiny roast, so we just decided to go for it because we didn't have any roast in the freezer, and that is just an excellent comfort food for winter, so it'll just be a splurge and we'll enjoy that. George has been looking forward to buying these, the shiitake mushroom crisps, lightly cooked and seasoned. So do you put these in things to cook?
I'm kind of planning to eat them out of the bag.
Oh, he's just going to eat them like they're potato chips. Okay. This was my call. I don't usually buy ham. I usually buy turkey, and they did have turkey. However, this didn't have all that much sodium in it. I bought some cheese to go with it, and I'm really going to make some pan ham and Swiss. I might do it in the George Foreman, but it's really good just making a pan sandwich, just toasting everything in the pan with cheese and everything. So I got a variety pack of cheese, which is like, if you bought all this at Kroger, you're gonna pay out the wazoo for this, let me tell you. But I forget how much it was, but this was a deal compared to the regular store prices. So was this. I just couldn't buy the Irish butter. It was just so much more expensive, but we went with regular butter. This is about half the price of what I would pay at the other stores that we shop at. I can't remember. I'm scared to quote prices in case I'm wrong, but I kind of think this was all $11.99. So if you divide that by 4, we're getting like buy one, get one free, the prices that we would buy at Publix. This was maybe $6 and something. I normally don't get the one with the jalapenos, but we did get it this time because that's all they had. At the store, we pay $5 or $6 for this, and this was $6 and something. I am shocked that I'm able to remember some of these prices because I didn't think I would. But yeah, you get almost twice as much for the same price at Costco. So I'm really happy with the prices that I'm seeing. All right, I'm going to put these in the fridge, and then George will bring up the next load. Okay, the rotisserie chicken is tonight's dinner. I want to say that was like
$5.
Oh, was it $5? $4.99? $5? $10.99 for the creamy peanut butter. I normally would never buy that much, but by doing that, it's almost half price of where I get twice as much of what I would pay for it at the other stores. This big bag of sweet potatoes, I went for it because it was $5.99 and 'tis the season, and I love them. So, oh, we have spicy vodka sauce, world famous. I've never heard of it, but I just had to try it, and this was $11.99 for both of those, so not too bad, but it was a little splurge for me. So we do have Saint Dalfour from France fruit jams, all different kinds. It's a holiday edition. I want to say that it was around $10.99 or $11, something like that. Okay, I was told that these were really good grain-free tortillas to buy. The almond flour, gluten-free, siete. I'm going to make some little ham roll-ups with Swiss cheese. And I think these will be great, but I have to keep these in the fridge. They also had baklava for around $10, which is a sweet deal, and we did taste it in the store where they had tastings, and it was really good, and that is going to be gone. All right, I did buy black beans, which was a great deal. I think it was about $1 a can, something like that, maybe a little bit more. And then tomatoes, a pretty good deal for those. In the winter, I use these a lot. I mean, we're going to be making chili, and we're going to be making soups, and so I really like to be stocked up. I like to know that I have in the cabinet what I want when I want it, and not having to be run into the store every few minutes. So this is nice because we eat a lot of these in the winter. I was really disappointed that they didn't have white beans though. They had baked beans. We don't really eat those as often in the winter. Maybe I'll buy some of those for summer, but I really wanted my white navy beans, so I am going to stock up on those at the store or Walmart next time we go. So we did buy my grandson a little jacket because they were, I want to say $12.99, $13.99, something like that. And that is just a really good deal. It is Carter's. So for $13, we went ahead and bought that for Trace. Shh, family, don't tell him now. I want to say that this was $11.99. It might have been $12.99, but look at how much there is. And it's the organic pasta made in Italy. Usually Italy does not have as bad of ingredients as we do here in the U.S. So anytime I can get an Italy version, I'm kind of all in with that. Yeah, there's just a lot. There's a lot of packages in there. So that was a good deal. I was happy to get that. I am stocked up. I love my pasta, man. We blow through some olive oil, and George picked this out, so I don't really know. I don't really know how much it was, but yeah, we blow through some olive oil. Mateo's Gourmet Salsa, medium. I was told this was great, and that I should buy this. So I don't usually buy this big of a thing, but I'm sure we'll use it up. And I'm excited to try it. Pepper Josh, their wine was less than what I see in the grocery stores. So I happen to like Josh, and I want to say this was around 10 bucks, might have been 11, might have been $11.99. But I've seen this one for a whole lot more in the store. We have all American crackers, crispy cornbread crackers. Say that 6 times in a row and see if your tongue twists all around. Kind of interested to see what those are like. George spotted this one. This is our K-Cups for the Keurig, all different brands, most of which we love, some we haven't tried. And they were, I think, 50 cents a cup, which usually if we can get anything 50 cents a cup, that's a pretty good deal. So we went for that because we can also blow through these. We usually have K-Cups. If one of us is going to be heading out and the other one is at home, we'll have a K-Cup. And we also do single cups, you know, like around 1 in the afternoon. Like I'm ready for one right now. So anyway, I'm really excited about this. We may actually give this to each other for Christmas. I don't know. I'll ask him what he wants to do. All right, so these little things were in our little goodie bag, which we got for joining. We'll enjoy those. Also got some water. And then it came with a lot of brochures so that we know what services we have. Kind of looking forward to the popcorn. And I'm actually looking forward to trying this applesauce. Maybe I'll like it. I can sip on that when I work on my videos. Then I can keep working. They also had these for a good deal, which might make a gift for someone.
It's hard to pass up. German beer garden.
Wow.
24 different German beers. 16-ounce pints.
Wow.
50 a beer. And it's got this cool chart that shows them all and tells about them.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Neat. So you could like open one a day and do it like a little, what do you call it?
Advent calendar?
Advent calendar.
You could, but in Germany, 1 beer a day is not really German.
Yeah, okay.
This would be good for the weekend.
So you want me to give you that for Christmas?
It's already in the fridge.
Oh. So I was going to ask you, do we wrap this up for each other for Christmas? Since we have all the other coffee, or are you ready to use it now?
Well, we could do that, but we don't have all that much coffee.
Well,
It'll probably last us. You give me that for Christmas. That's fine.
well, I mean, we can give it to each other.
Oh, yeah. We can give it to George and Sonya from Sonya and George. We got it.
I did add this little Indian couple here to my Thanksgiving decor. The Keurig is heating up for my coffee, so it's making a noise. I also added that little turkey. It's not going to be up very long because here in a couple of weeks we're going to be switching things around. And then I also, sorry about the lighting, I added my little pilgrim couple here. And of course, this is all messy right here because that's George's desk. It's where he keeps up with life right there. But I have my little turkey out here in the kitchen. It's gonna be Christmas time before we know it, y'all. Look, I didn't even put this out. I don't even know where this came from. It's not time for that yet. I don't know why he's there. I guess George did that. Hey, little bit. How are you, little buddy? I came out to check the weather. All right, so the skies are getting blue back in here, so I guess I will check the radar, and it looks like things are about to start moving in, and I am glad we are home. That was my goal, is to get home before 4 o'clock. I can't get a good shot of him because he's always at my feet. I'm doing the best I can. we're watching Ryan Hall here.
Brad's view is getting a little bit more ominous.
Well, guys, we are under a tornado watch now until 10 o'clock. Usually it's about 8 p.m. when the weather comes through. Like for our area, if we get a tornado watch till 10, usually the storm line comes through about 8. We've got that to look forward to. But we do have a basement. I will keep this vlog open for a couple more days because that was pretty short. And I didn't film a lot in Costco. They were very crowded. It's a Friday, so I guess that's expected. But so I didn't film a lot in Costco, but it was fun. We had a really good time. I'll let you know what happens with this weather. So we're going to have rotisserie chicken tonight, and also I'm going to fix a cup of coffee right now and just rest because we've been walking for like 3 hours straight. Fun day though. We both had so much fun looking at all the different things. Coffee, so pretty much the second cup. I love me a Saturday reset. Even in retirement, I just love Saturdays still. You know, I pretty much start cleaning the house on Mondays now, so that's changed. But on Saturday, I don't know what it is. It's kind of a reset day as far as my planning goes, and I just have a lot of things on the schedule for today, so I thought I'd take you along with me. I am starting the laundry over today. Now, I usually kick the laundry off on Mondays, actually, but with our recent trip, I had to kind of change the schedule up I'm noticing the dust on the light fixtures. I'm sorry. I've been putting this off. Just dust the light fixtures. It needs it desperately. I might see if George can take them off for me. Sorry about that, sidebar. Yeah, but I do love me a good Saturday reset, and I think I was talking about the laundry and how I normally start the week over on Monday, but I had to do it like on Friday or Saturday last week or two because of our trip, because we needed things that was in the laundry. Yeah, just lots of things to do today. I need to make a thumbnail. I need to pay one of Mom's bills and plan next week. Need to find a recipe for Somebody Feeds Phil pork chops. It was in his book. And we do have some pork chops. So I want to find that recipe. I might make that next week. But it might be after we get back from Texas. So anyway, I need to find that recipe, and I'm swaying. I sway sometimes when I talk, and you know, that's a good thing. It means I'm happy. For those of you that it gets on your nerves, I'm sorry. It's a good thing. Be happy with me. The coffee's pretty good this morning. So instead of me just sitting here continuing to list all the things, because we all know I won't get all the things done. Just go with me through the day, and I will, show you what I'm doing. So I have been promoting the vlog this morning. I'm not through yet. I do my blog first, and that is here. I'll put the blog link on the screen because I think I do have, there's close to 1,000 people on there. It's 900 and something. If you want to make me go over 1,000, join. That's kind of like my little goal. I did blogging long before I did vlogging. And I've had several blogs through the years, but this one is mine now. And I've always said my blog followers get the first link of the video. It's not much of a perk, but I do that one first. I put it out to them. And then, well, I mean, it's not like you can't go on YouTube if you're waiting for it. It'll be there at 7 a.m. sharp. So if you're a diehard, less hustle, more coffee fan, and bless you if you are, thank you, you can get it at 7 a.m. on YouTube. But I also post it for my blog members, and many of which said, if you vlog, I'll never watch it. And some of them don't, but some of them do. So we post it there first, and then I post it on Facebook. And so now that I have my coffee, I can go and post it on Instagram stories and Facebook stories. So I do that on my phone. I do the other two on my Mac. But yeah, so I've already done that. We've taken the dogs out. George has gone yard sailing, and he's actually going back to Costco to get another Christmas gift, because as we were driving away, he's like, darn, we should have got this. So he's gone back to do that. All right, so I'm truly excited about the day. I'm excited about fall. I'm excited that I'm excited, because normally I'm just like, rolling with the punches. And, fall is my favorite time of year. There's a lot to do. And I'm excited about doing it. And the burnout has fallen away. And yeah, that's really all I can say. I'm just really excited for the season. I am a little worried about being able to get everything done that I want to do, but we're going to be positive, and we're going to set ourselves up for success. So let's get to the day. Sorry about the no makeup. I said I wasn't going to do it again, and my battery's about to die. So, but here we are. No makeup. I did wash my face and put some lotion on, and I don't want to take a shower yet, and I don't want to put on makeup yet, so I'm not gonna. All right, see you throughout the day. What a beautiful day, huh? Isn't it just gorgeous? Okay, don't judge me. I've got a couple of tubs out. Those are going to be what I put the fall decor in. Look, there's a deer. There's a deer. You see them right there. They're always out there somewhere. What'd you see, Maddie? Someone is mowing, probably crunching up the leaves. Come here, come here. Let's not go back there. Come on. And now time for your reality shot. There is a wasp or a dirt dauber, and periodically we have these. We are undecided if they are ladybugs or some kind of beetle. They're back this year, and we're not very happy about it. Hey guys, well, I took a shower. No makeup yet, but I just wanted to tell you, I've been using La Roche-Posay moisturizer, and this is my favorite, but it's very expensive. I forget how much it was. It's not as expensive as some of the ones out there, but this one is from France. And it's just a really good brand. Let's see if we can focus here. Yep. And supposedly things from France do not have things in them that it should not have in them health-wise, because France is very particular in what it allows to be sold. I'm almost halfway through with this, and I'll probably order it again. It lasts a long time. And I know that I would like any of the products that they have, but I just don't know if I'll be able to bite the bullet all the time. But I wanted to let you know this is a really good one. I just like the way it feels, and I like the way my face looks when I put it on. So I'm gonna do that now. And it kind of gives it a little shine. Like, I don't know what is in it. It's just soothing. My face is going to be a little red because when I rub it, that's just what it does typically. But yeah, so now I'm going to let that dry for a minute, and then I'm going to put a little bit of makeup on so you guys don't have to look at me without makeup the rest of the day. I just laid out some things for chili. Oh, I just noticed I need to get some macaroni. I'm gonna throw some macaroni in there at the last minute. I've got the Wagyu beef thawing and ground turkey thawing. I'm gonna lay them out for a little bit. I know that's not supposed to be the general practice. I'm not gonna leave them laying out for very long, but I'm just gonna let them get their thaw going, and then I'll stick them in the freezer, or what am I saying? I'll stick them in the fridge, and I may have to microwave it a little bit to help it get done because I forgot to lay it out last night. I am just throwing this together from scratch, and these tomatoes were, I've had these before and they were really good, but they were not this time. I just thought, I don't want to throw them away. So I think that I'm going to just chop them up and use them in the chili. So hopefully I don't have too much tomato stuff going on. I am going to add a little bit of broth, and I want to make a whole lot of chili. So I've got turkey and beef because, sometimes it's really good to mix your meats. You could have used a pork as well, but I'm just throwing it together, and then I'll put my chili seasonings in there, of course, once we get it going. But I like to get things laid out early in the day. Hello, Maddie Sue. She is enjoying. I'm sorry. Let me start that over. She is monitoring the neighborhood. All right. Well, you continue your reign. I'm gonna get on with my day. Here's the obedient child, Mr. Dexter. Do you know how much I love you? You're my baby boo. All right, guys. I have made breakfast, and I've done 2 loads of laundry. I've had my shower, and I wanted to tell you what I had for breakfast, which I know is a strange breakfast, but I had these almond flour tortillas by Siete. They're gluten-free, and you just have to heat and wrap them. I heated mine up. It said to heat in a pan or a griddle over medium to high heat for 2 to 3 minutes. It didn't burn them or anything. It just gently heated them, and it was perfect. They don't do really well for roll up, but they did really well just to fold and make a taco out of it. Matter of fact, it was perfect. And it kind of was a cross between a crunchy and a soft taco. Even George loved it, and he doesn't like gluten-free things, so that was a win. But I just wanted to tell you about that. I got it at Costco, and it was in the refrigerated section, I believe. You do have to keep it in the refrigerator, but I hear it will last a long time. So I did want to tell you that. Siete is a good brand for all the different things that they make. It's got better ingredients and usually more real ingredients instead of some of the bad stuff that's out there. So I just wanted to tell you that. And now I need to clean up my kitchen. I've had the shower, put the makeup on, did not style my hair. I've just kind of been letting it do its own thing on my days off, you know, but it works out most of the time. Okay, so in case you wondered, I'm eating a half of a pimento and cheese, and it is stuffed full because I love that palmetto stuff. And it's not too hot with the jalapeno. I've also decided to finally bake some bread, and it's gonna be just a basic loaf of whole wheat bread. I've never used this recipe before. The recipe was given to us by a waitress to Katie and I years ago, back when she was still living at home. She might have been in college, but she was still ours. I have never made it. It's written on a napkin, and I went to make it a couple of weeks ago, and we didn't have yeast. So we have yeast. We didn't have oil today, but I checked with Chat GPT. Chat is what I have nicknamed him, and he gave me the okay to use olive oil instead and said that it could enhance the flavor. So that's a win. I've got the yeast and the warm water and the sugar in a bowl now, and I have to wait 10 minutes until it's foamy so we know the yeast is activating. That's what I'm up to now. We'll see how this thing goes, and if it is a keeper, I will share the recipe with you. We'll see what happens. I am not a baker. I mean, I've had cakes explode in the oven on me. I am not a baker. So, but it has been in my bucket list to learn how to bake bread, and we're going to do sourdough next year, but I just never got around to it this year, and I'm not going to tackle it this year. But bread making is something that I truly want to do. I think it would be awesome if we could just make our own bread. But then I don't know. Maybe I would get tired of it. So if you bake your bread, let me know what you think about it. It is becoming more comfortable for me to bake bread. It's just becoming more comfortable because I did make pumpkin bread and zucchini bread. I've done those little bitty basic ones, so we'll see how this turns out. Puppy check. Puppy check. You're sweet, Dexter. You're just hanging out, keeping tabs on Mama. I love you. I love you. Daddy's downstairs working. He's doing music and working in the basement, and he's been putting a cart together to load wood and limbs and stuff. But here is this bread recipe, and I think it's so cool that I've hung on to it for all this time, but I don't know what degrees that is, so that's the only problem. Got to see if I can get that down. I don't know if it's 350, 400. Bent that down. I think it's 350. I added the oil and the salt, and now I'm going to add in this whole wheat flour to it. There's going to be 3 cups of that, and I'm just going to stir it in 1 cup at a time. So we're just going to keep doing this until we get all 3 cups of flour worked in. I can smell the yeast. It smells so good. I hope it works. I hope it's easy, and I hope it tastes good, and then I hope that I will want to make it again. There's something about this that's just very soothing. I don't really understand it. Maybe it's the same way for people who are crocheting or knitting. You're just not really focusing on anything but what you're doing, except for me, because I'm trying to vlog at the same time. I never do anything the easy way. Okay, so I got all the flour worked in 1 cup at a time. It felt a little bit sticky, so I added a little bit more flour And then I felt like the flour was not working itself in, so I added a little bit more warm water. So sometimes you just have to work with it. At least that's what Chet said. So now I'm going to cover it and let it sit for an hour. I kneaded it for a little bit, not too much. I don't think you're supposed to overdo it. Then I formed it in a ball, so it's in an oily pan. I'll put some olive oil in the pan, and I'm going to put a towel over it and let it sit for an hour. Okay, so here we go. It did rise a little bit, and now we're ready to bake it. Okay, so now it says I'm supposed to punch the dough and make it into a loaf and put it in the bread pan and then let it rise for like 45 more minutes, which would be its second rise. Got my little pan ready to go. I have oil in there, and I put some whole wheat flour in there, which the oil's soaked up. I hope that's okay. But anyway, we're gonna punch it. I've never done this before. What you do, you just punch it. Okay, we're gonna form it into a loaf, I guess, and then I don't know what I'm doing. So if you do, will you please let me know if there's any improvements I need to do with these steps, because I have no clue. I'm just following Chet's advice. Well, while the bread is rising, first rise and second rise, I've been back here trying to figure out the schedule for the rest of the year. Normally, I'm looking at the next week as far as my personal schedule, just working all the YouTube things in around Mom's appointments or anything George and I are doing. So, I mean, that's pretty easy. And, you know, I look at the days of the week, and I usually try to fix dinner one night, and it can get involved. I mean, you know, like today I've been bread making, and I'm going to make chili. I'm in the kitchen most all day. And so I try to figure out all the things that I'm trying to do and make sure I have time for it, because, you know, this girl does not have a fix on time and how much everything takes. And that's why I've always been the one to get things done early, because I don't want to be in a pinch. So I've been kind of worried about, you know, Vlogmas, and we're going to be traveling. We also have 2 sets of family that will be coming into town in December. There's things that I need to do before we travel and things that I need to do after we travel for both Christmas, the house, and Vlogmas. So I've just been looking ahead through like mid-January, trying to figure out how everything's going to go. So it's been all involved. I mean, you know, there's things like Amazon orders, and, you know, making sure you don't have deliveries while you're gone, and making sure you order enough for the dogs while they're going to be in boarding. And then there's Mom's groceries, you know, timing that just right. So, you know, because she's going to go for 2 weeks without having a grocery store run. And normally it's every week. So we're going to be gone for 2 weekends, I think. So we'll have to take care of her before we go. And then we'll have to, you know, take care of her as soon as we can when we get back. So, I mean, I'm just trying to plug all these things in on the calendar so that everyone knows what's going on. No one is upset, and everybody's taken care of, and everything is taken care of. That's all I know to say. So we've got friends that we're meeting for lunch this week, and we're going to get our nails done, and then most everything is just getting ready for Christmas. Yeah, just planning ahead for the Vlogmas thing and getting ready for Christmas. So I'm sitting here looking at my list. I'll show it to you here. I have a little planner. It's one that I downloaded as a template from somebody else in Notion. And I just kind of use that to plan my week so that nothing is piled on top of each other. And I found these pens in Amazon. I know it's just a Bic, but these blue Bics I used for years when I was in HR and payroll, and I ended up really liking them. I think maybe it was when I was in payroll I started using these. I used fancier pens when I was in HR, and then I discovered these things because they were just there. I didn't want to buy any more fancy pens. These were in Amazon for, I think it was like $1.50. It was their dollar days or whatever sale, which you can look up. They usually still have some dollar items. But I snagged these up because look how many pens that is for, like, you know, $1.50. I've been trying to find these in the stores, and all I can find is black, and I'd rather like blue. I just got used to writing with them, and I really like them. I'm a simple girl, and little things can make me happy. So I'm through planning for today. Oh, but I do need to go in and write all of these things in on my iPhone reminders, just so when I get up that day, I won't forget what is in store for that day, because this girl might actually just forget. Then all of this planning would have been for naught. So, and we're not going to let that happen. It's almost time to go start the chili. And I haven't gotten any housework done today, but, you know, I've been busy. I haven't even stopped to watch YouTube, you know, other people. There's a lot of YouTubers that come out with their vlogs on Saturday, and I always look forward to it, but I don't usually have a lot of time to work that into the schedule. And I have been really bad about exercising the last 2 to 3 weeks because I threw my list out the window for the most part. I mean, you know, I still look at it. I just don't let it lord over my day. And so when I kick that out the window, I'm not as disciplined. I'm truly not. And so I end up doing what I freaking want to do, and exercising is not usually what I want to do. So sometimes I've forgotten to take my vitamins because I'm not looking at my list. Yeah, I mean, there's a trade-off. I definitely do better with my list, but I am enjoying the days more deciding what I want to do next. So there's got to be a little balance in between there somewhere, and I'm trying to find it. I don't know if I ever will, but we're trying. And I guess and we've got some company walking into the room here. It's a towel. You didn't know.
Lucky me.
Trying to scare you. How'd I do?
That could have been roulette. Well, my hair has dried, and it's there. It's just hair. It's just there. All right. I'm going to go check on this bread, see if we can't get that in the oven, and get this chili started, and we'll check in with you a little later on in the evening. Okay, the chili is underway. There is a pound of beef, a pound of turkey. I chopped up those tomatoes I showed you earlier that I just wanted to use up. 2 cans of chopped tomatoes, 2 cans of sauce, and 2 cans of tomato paste. That's just how I get started with it. There's also, I sauteed the onions, garlic, and tomatoes and beef, you know, all together, and then I started adding the cans. I did add some peppers, and I added all my seasonings. I have a bay leaf in there. I added honey, apple cider vinegar, a little bit of coffee, cinnamon, honey. I added cumin, paprika. There's a special Mexican sauce that I'll have to show you here in just a minute. I put it way back up in the cabinet because we hardly ever use it, and I can never think of what it's called. I also put a chicken broth packet in there just to pack an extra punch of flavor in there. And we like our chili hearty with lots of meat, and we like it thick. So I'm going to wait and add the beans later. That way they'll still be, you know, fluffy.
Would you like it hearty. So let's add this small bottle of Tabasco to it.
I've already added red pepper flakes to it. Trying to think of what else I added. I added Mexican oregano. And here is the bread. So I'm just kind of letting it cool in the pan for a few minutes. And then I'm going to let it cool in a wire rack. It looks good so far. It is a whole wheat bread loaf made with the olive oil, according to that recipe I showed you. So thanks to Chat GPT, aka Chet. He put the rest of the directions together for me because I probably wouldn't have needed it and let it rest and all that if he hadn't. So I think it'll be better because of that. So we'll try it out here in a minute and see what it's like.
Gotta let it cool.
Yep. Get your paws off it. All right, this is the Mexican seasoning I was telling you about. Tomato bouillon with chicken by Knorr. It's really good in anything tomatoey, and it's good in rice, and it's usually how they make their Spanish rice in the Mexican restaurants. I think that's what I've been told. I don't know. Oh my goodness, it's so yellow in here. Anyway, the bread is really good. Love it. Well, it's good to know that I can do that.
You make rye bread sometime.
Okay.
This is like cake without the sugar.
Well, it does have sugar in it, but it's that new kind of sugar. What kind of sugar is it? It's not brown sugar, but it was...
Oh, turbinado or something?
Turbinado.
Raw sugar, but not brown sugar.
It's really good. It didn't have a whole lot of sugar in it. I think it was like 2 or 3 tablespoons, which is better than several cups, you know. Did you like it?
Very good. Cut very thin, it would be good for something.
I'll be making that again. It's really good. Yay. I can make bread. You're adding more flavor. Was it not flavorful enough?
You know me, I'm just testing sauces out.
Well, it has been a good day. Let's do a little chili taste test. I already tasted it in the pot, but this time it has macaroni on it. Pretty tasty. So it made a really big pot. So we'll have enough for tomorrow night, which I think we're going to have hot dogs with it. And then whatever is left, I'll put in the individual dishes and freeze for lunches. So, do you like it okay?
There won't be any left.
Well, I'm glad you liked it. What a great day. I did not get over half the things I wanted to get done, do I ever? But that's okay. We got the most important things done. It's time to close the vlog, so we're going to say goodbye. And don't forget to give me a like. Let me know what you thought about things in the video, any comments. Just let me know that you made it through. And if anything resonated with you, let me know. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. So we will see you guys in the next one. Bye now.